Hey, Set Apart students, and thank you for tuning in. Tonight we're talking about this mission statement that Paul gives. He says to lead a life worthy of the calling that you've been given. So how are we doing in that area? That's what we're going to ask today, and we're going to talk about what this looks like and what it looks like to give God our body, our mind, and our spirit. Well, we want to know what God's doing in your life, so be sure to leave a comment down there. Once again, thank you for tuning in to Set Apart Student Ministries.
God is. The scriptures tell us in the Psalms that great is the Lord and greatly to be praised, and his greatness is unsearchable. And again in Revelation, where it is written, I am the Alpha and the Omega, says the Lord God, who is and who was and who is to come, the Almighty. God is incomprehensible. He's self-existent and he's self-sufficient. The God who made the world and everything in it, being Lord of heaven and earth, does not live in temples made by man, nor is he served by human hands, as though he needed anything, since he himself gives to all mankind life and breath and everything. God is eternal. Have you not known? Have you not heard? The Lord is the everlasting God, the creator of the ends of the earth. He does not faint or grow weary. His understanding is unsearchable. God is omnipresent, omniscient, and omnipotent. God is sovereign over all things. For by him all things were created in heaven and on earth, visible and invisible, whether thrones or dominions or rulers or authorities. All things were created through him and for him, and he is before all things, and in him all things hold together. And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good, for those who are called according to his purpose. God is.
Who likes to cook?
I'm cooking food.
That boy Lance raised his hand quick. Y'all know I'm trying to get cooking and fine arts. That'd be great, huh? That'd be great. Yo, you cook it there. Cook it there. You get an hour time limit. Yeah.
Can you bring
Sure, they evaluate you, huh?
Can you bring stuff where you cook like pre-brown your onions?
I don't know, maybe.
I think they should allow anything. If they allow a conversation category, come on.
I know, right? There's a whole gaming rule book, by the way. They're playing Rocket Leagues in fine arts, Super Smash Bros. Yeah, all that. All characters are legal. All of it. I looked at the rule book. I don't know what none of that means, but I looked at the rule book. I love to cook. Did y'all know I love to cook? Did y'all know I'm actually not bad at cooking? Did y'all know that? I do make my own sushi. Did y'all know that? Yeah. What'd you say? You cook? I cook. My wife says the best thing I cook is quesadillas. She says the best thing I cook is quesadillas. The other day I cooked this stuffed chicken with like spinach, mushroom, cheese. It was great. They didn't eat it. Yeah, mushrooms are a must. But did you know, when I first started cooking, I was not as good at it as I am now. Not that I'm phenomenal now, but I was just not as good. I found out the hard way that you cannot mix hot grease with water. Somebody tell me why. Instant fire. Okay. When I first moved to Houma, I lived in a trailer. All right. Thank you. When I first moved to Houma, I lived in a trailer by myself. First time living by myself. Had to cook my own stuff, all that, right? So I was doing this special diet where I was eating only certain things, and I was cooking some mushrooms in some grease, okay? Grease is hot, got ready to pour the grease out, turn the water on. Whoosh! I didn't know. That's what I'm telling you. No, it wasn't like a whole full thing of grease. But the grease was hot. I'm talking instantly. Fire from the pan, like 4 to 5 foot high. Okay? In my face. Singed the eyebrows and everything. I thought the house was going to catch on fire. You know what I don't do anymore? I don't add hot water to grease. All right? Also, I'm going to tell on him. He knows I'm going to tell on him because I did it Sunday with him in here. So I'm going to do it again. Matthew, he had to learn how to cook as well. Okay, y'all tell me what step I'm skipping. Okay, y'all know the little macaroni and cheese that you put in the microwave? Tell me what step I'm missing. I open it up. I take the cheese packet out. I put it in the microwave and put it on for 3 minutes. Matthew did not know you were supposed to add water. Somebody tell me why you're supposed to add water. Do you know how a microwave works? It sends microwaves to the moisture in what's ever being heated up. If there is no moisture, you get a fire or a burn. Did you know burnt cardboard mac and cheese takes, the smell of it takes at least a week to get out of the, Guess what Matthew doesn't do anymore? Forget to add water. All right. Now, I'm picking on Matthew, right? He's growing in there. Matthew does a lot of great things, right? Just a little sneak peek. He's actually going to help coach the Large Human Video this year. Me and him are going to do it. It's going to be great. So he's growing. He grows, right? We grow. We get better. We grow at things, right? How many of you know in life we grow in things? All right. All right. There's a lot of side talking. Now listen. There's a lot. We grow in things. We learn to walk, right? How many of you know when we first start walking, we don't just take off, unless your name's Pastor Packy, right? How many of you know when my kid takes off walking and falls, I don't pick him up and slap him and say, "You dumb kid, get up and walk," right? I don't do that. Why? Because he's learning, right? He's learning. We all learn and get better. Sports, right? Sports. I will smoke any of y'all in here in tennis. But when I first started, I was hitting dingers. All right? You're not supposed to hit dingers in tennis, okay? Smoking it over the fence, okay? Not a good thing. School, we should get better in school, right? How are we doing in school, y'all? We doing good? Good? Yeah? How many of you have at least 1A? I'll take that. All right, I'll take that. We get better, right? We get better. If they handed you algebra in first grade, you would have freaked out, right? I'll tell y'all a quick little side story. Y'all know me, I can reason through stuff, right? So when they first introduced me to algebra, I looked at it, I stared at it for like 30 seconds. I brought it back to the teacher. I said, "Hey, this don't make sense." She said, "What's wrong?" Why? I was like, "I can't do it." She said, "Why can you not do it?" I said, "Well, 1, I don't want to. B, I don't understand it." She said, 1 and B, you can't mix numbers and letters. I'm like, "I'm trying to tell you that right now. That's the point." Right? Not a true story. Not a true story. Just a joke. We get better, right? In life, we get better at things. And it should be like that in our relationship with God, right? Listen, please. It should be like that in our relationship with God, right? We should get better. We should grow. We should see the giftings that we have develop. We should see our nearness to God grow. Just like anything else in life, we should grow. But let's be honest. How many of you in your walk with God have ever been to a place where you felt like you weren't growing? Yep. I would love, and we would all love, if this relationship with God was just this constant every single day. I'm closer than I was before. I feel closer. I'm doing more. This just linear incline. But a lot of times our walk with God's kind of like everywhere, huh? Everywhere. And sometimes I do believe that God puts us through these seasons so that we can try to go deeper and learn to go deeper. But a lot of times when we're not growing, it's our own fault, right? It's our own fault. What happens is we're trying to do the bare minimum when we should be doing the best that we can be. There's a verse that has been on my heart a lot lately, and I'm going to go ahead and spoil this for y'all. This is going to be our verse for 2026. All right? This verse should challenge you. This is the ultimate vision statement that Paul gives. And I believe if you hold on to this verse and apply this verse to your life and keep it at the forefront of your mind, you'll be in a good place. It's Ephesians 4:1. And don't put it up yet. But the first 3 chapters of Ephesians, Paul is sitting here telling us all the great things that God has done for us, all the significant, powerful, and important truths that we as Christians have in our lives. And then he says all this because chapter 4 comes, and the first word he says, as you can put up, he says, therefore. Why does he say therefore? He says, therefore, all this other stuff that I mentioned, all this other stuff about the goodness of God, in light of all of this, I, a prisoner for serving the Lord, beg you to lead a life worthy of your calling, for you have been called by God. Lead a life worthy of your calling. Not the calling of I'm going to be a doctor or I'm going to be a pastor or I'm going to be a missionary. Not that calling, but the calling that God gave to all believers when he left the earth. The calling of go and make disciples. The calling of these works shall you do and even greater. The calling to be who God called you to be. Your life, the way you lead your life, should be worthy of that calling. And if it's true that Jesus gave his life for us, we should evaluate this command based in light of that truth. And we should ask ourselves a question. Is the life I'm living a reflection of the life that Jesus gave? It should challenge us. It takes this mindset away from I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and I'm doing the minimum. And it brings it to a place where we're saying, I'm all in. I'm giving the best of the best. Now, I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, Pastor Dylan, I know I'm supposed to do my best. I know I'm not supposed to do the minimum. I know I'm supposed to go all in. Like, why are we even talking about this? If you say that, if you think you're living the life you're supposed to live, then cool. When we do this evaluation, it'll be just affirmative to you to know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. But I challenge you to consider the things that I'm saying, consider the things that God wants to speak to you tonight, and really see if you're living the life God called you to live. Because if we're going all in, if we're going the best of the best, it means every area of our life should be fully surrendered to God. And I'm not going to get into the specifics of what those areas are, but I'm just going to summarize them into 3 areas, okay? If we're giving God our everything, we're giving him our body, our mind, and our spirit. These 3 areas we should give God: our body, our mind, and our spirit. Okay? That should be your blanks. Yeah, it's on the screen. Body, mind, and spirit. Let's look at each of these. Okay? Think you're doing okay giving God your body? Think you're doing okay giving God your mind, giving him your spirit? We're going to do some interactive stuff tonight and figure this out. I'm going to be honest with you. This first point is going to feel absolutely not spiritual at all, but it's exactly spiritual and exactly what we need to do. But I want to do a little activity here. We're going to shut off every single light in this room. Okay? Every single light. No noise, no movements, nothing. Do you think you can do it? We're turning it off. Do you think you can do it? Not make any noise, not make any movements. It's not going to be bright. Well, we can turn the TV off. Perfect. Here we go. Now.
What are we doing? Why is everybody so quiet? Oh, look, my phone's glowing. Look.
All right. All right. Have a seat. Have a seat. Somebody tell me how long that was. Sit in your chair.
37 seconds.
Huh?
37 seconds.
It was a minute. It was a minute.
Oh, I knew that's close.
Y'all absolutely just proved the point I'm trying to make. Absolutely. It is very, very hard. It is very, very hard for people in this world to have no stimulus. Right? It wasn't even 10 seconds before the first sound was made. You can't do it. You can't do it. I saw phone lights. I saw movement. I heard talking. We live in a highly stimulating world. Okay? This is important. Listen, this is important. It's important because if we're going to give God fully over to ourselves, we have to give him our body. Pastor Lynn, why are you saying this? It's not spiritual. It is spiritual. Here's why. What happens on the outside is a representation. Let me rephrase it. The way you take care of yourself on the outside is a representation of the way you take care of yourself on the inside. Me and Pastor Alyssa were talking about all of our friends that have fallen away from God, that once served God and now do not serve God. And a common trend with every single one of them is they did not take care of their outside. And the reason they did not take care of their outside is because they were not taking care of their inside. And the way that we take care of our outside is a representation of the way we take care of our inside. And we live in a highly stimulating world. Okay, what does it have to do with this? I'm going to get to that in just a second. But if we're going to give God our body, it means we need to have good nutrition. We need to have good rest. We need to have proper exercise and proper hygiene. I know this does not feel spiritual at all. Bear with me. Bear with me, okay? Put that next slide up there, Curtis. The way that we take care of ourselves on the outside is a representation. The way we take care of ourselves on the inside. Now, I know you won't be perfect. I'm not perfect, all right? I'm not going to sit here and say you got to eat 8 ounces of veggies and, I eat a Little Debbie, guess what? I'm going back for a second Little Debbie. Like, I ain't perfect, okay? I get it. But we can be better, right? We can be better, okay? So let's talk about nutrition, rest, exercise, and hygiene, okay? Not going to get into detail, just going to give you a little bit of strategies that will help you take care of your outside. Are you ready? Let's start with nutrition. Here's a strategy. Drink water regularly, okay? Drink water regularly. I do not drink the proper amount of water because that's a lot, right? It's a lot of water you're supposed to drink. But I do make a habit of drinking water regularly. Here is a good way to do that. Take away the Dr. Pepper one time a day and drink the water, okay? Simple, simple. This is spiritual, don't worry. Here you go. Have a consistent eating schedule, okay? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Don't just eat when you're hungry. Don't just eat until you're not hungry. Okay? Have a consistent eating schedule. It's not good. Here, another one. Don't eat pizza 11 o'clock at night. It affects your sleep. Okay? It affects your dreams. Okay? Don't do dumb stuff like that, okay? Here's another one. Don't starve yourself. Okay? I understand a lot of people have insecurities about their weight. I get that. Starving yourself is not the answer. Actually, it'll probably swell your stomach and probably move you in the direction you don't want to go in. Here's another one. This is probably the one I struggle with. Don't just eat to feel comfortable. Right? Some of y'all, I eat when I'm bored too. Right? Some of y'all, and I've been there, we're stressed out, so what do we want to do? Eat. Not healthy, all right? And I would argue, I'm just going to be honest with you, if a Christian has a crisis and turns to food, it tells me they've not developed the habit of turning to prayer when a crisis comes, and we're always going to go to our default. But that's another message for another day. All right, moving on from nutrition, we need rest. Yes, I'm telling you to sleep. Do you know your body? I'm going to throw a big word out there. I know this does not feel spiritual, but it is. There's this thing called a circadian clock. What in the world is a circadian clock? It is the internal clock. You actually have an internal clock. Your body, I'm giving you a psychology lesson here. Your body is designed to sleep from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. and from 12:30 in the afternoon to 1:30 in the afternoon. That is when, yes, you are designed to take an hour-long nap. It is in your design. Probably not. Probably not. Hold on. No more questions. Listen. Not all sleep is created equal. Okay? So many times we say, oh, I got 8 hours of sleep. Okay, you got 8 hours, but it was from 4 a.m. to noon. Not healthy. Okay? Not all sleep is created equal. Don't eat before you go to sleep. Okay? Just trying to help you take care of your bodies. Okay? Here's a crazy fact that you probably didn't know. So the 10 a.m. or 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. is 8 hours, right? Yeah. If you cut that in half and get 4 hours less sleep than you are designed, it does the same thing to your brain, not joking here, as drinking a 6-pack of beer. It affects your mind the exact same way. Losing sleep. Losing 4 hours of sleep. Okay? Huh? I just told you. At all, you die. Yes. Listen.
Lack of sleep is indistinguishable from psychosis.
Seeing things. Hallucinations and stuff. All right, no more questions. Listen. What is the number one thing that stops us from sleep? A little thing called blue light. Blue light. Now, somebody, I know y'all are probably like, this is not spiritual. It is. It is spiritual. It is spiritual. Because what happens on the outside represents the way we take care of ourselves on the inside. Melatonin. Okay? Do you know what melatonin does? You know what the purpose of melatonin?
It makes you think
Nope.
you're asleep.
Melatonin is not a drug. Some of y'all take it like drugs. It is not a drug. Okay? I'm going to be honest with you. I will not take a melatonin pill. It's not natural to do that. Opinion. Not saying it's a sin. It's an opinion. The only thing melatonin does is it tells your body it's dark and it's time to sleep. It's all it does. It is a communication to your mind. Okay? Do you know what blue light does? It tells your body it's light. It's time to wake up. Some of you, I'm not, I understand, let me preface this. I understand there's medical conditions. I understand all of that. That is an exception to what I'm about to say. Some of you are tired all the time, though, because you're on your phone for an hour before you go to sleep. And it is not healthy. It is not healthy. Put the phone away. Some of you are like, I can put the phone away, then do it. Because some of y'all are addicted. All right? Some of y'all are addicted. All right? Messes with your mind. Not just the phone. It's TVs. It's everything. Okay? So, blue light. Let's see what else. Don't just get enough sleep. Some of you are like, I can function on 5 hours. I got you. Okay? I got you. It's not good. All right? Sleep at the right times. Again, I can get 8 hours of sleep, but if it's from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., probably not the best. 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. All right. Here's another one. Go outside and get some fresh air. Right? It's good for you. It's good for you. Exercise. How many minutes a day are you supposed to get exercise? It's less than that. 22. 22 minutes a day. Okay? We need to exercise, all right? We need to exercise. I could get into all of this. Exercise actually sends a chemical through your mind called endorphins. You may have heard of it. And it literally, pumps you up and, gets you excited. It's so good for you, all right? Now, another side note, because we're talking about all the areas here, okay? I understand sometimes you have to do what you have to do. Exercising at night is not healthy, okay? Because these chemicals are released to keep you awake, and then you're trying to go to sleep. You may fall asleep, but you're not quality sleep. I'm not getting into non-REM and REM sleep, all that, but you get the point, okay? Make a game or a competition of your exercising. I'm running 250 miles this year, okay? I'm 168 miles deep, all right? It's a goal. It motivates me, all right? It motivates me to move forward. Make those competitions. How about this one? Don't be lazy. Don't be lazy, all right? We all can be lazy, right? We all can be lazy. Don't be lazy. All right. Hygiene. Not taking care and cleaning your body can lead, listen, please listen. Not taking care of your body and not cleaning your body can lead to diseases. Not to mention, nobody wants to be around you. All right? Please take a shower. Please, for the love of everybody in this room, take a shower. All right? Take a shower. Brush your teeth. Brush your teeth. All right? I'm working on it. I need to floss. I'm struggling with that. Wash your hands. All right? Wash your hands. Do you know the most infected thing that you touch? Your phone. Some of y'all, and I know this is going on YouTube, some of y'all be taking a poo, holding your phone, right? You're nasty, all right? Wash your hands, you gross people. All right. Put some deodorant on. It's not just for licking and the lick and sniff. Some of y'all, that's the only time y'all hold deodorant when we play lick and sniff. I'm sorry. Moving on. Let's get more spiritual. All right. The way you take care of your body, I'm telling you, me and Pastor Lisa had this conversation the other day. The past few people that we saw that had a relationship with God and then did not have a relationship with God, a common factor was they did not take care of their bodies.
Like what? Like they didn't brush their teeth?
There's different things. If we're going to be who God created us to be, it starts at the most basic level, taking care of your body. Let's move on to the mind. I'm going to throw this word out that you've probably heard me say a lot over the past few weeks. Starts with a C. What is it? Consistency. All right? Consistency. All right. Giving God your mind, 100% of your mind, is being consistent. All right? It's making a decision regardless of the way that you feel, regardless of your desire. It's saying, I'm going to be consistent. Consistency is more important than intensity. Okay? Some of y'all, I had this conversation with somebody earlier. Some of y'all are like, man, I prayed for an hour today. That's fine, but you haven't prayed at all the rest of the month. Okay? Give me 5 minutes a day, every day, more than an hour a week. Okay? Even though the 5 minutes is less. It's actually, it's less. It's less. Right? But it's consistent. Consistency is saying, I'm going to do right no matter my emotions, no matter what other people say, no matter if I feel like it or not. It's saying yes, even if 100 other things are saying no. What kind of things make us not want to give God our yes? Your emotions. All right? I know I'm supposed to give God my yes, but this person made me mad and I want to punch him in the face. Right? Our emotions may really get in your business. You ready? Lust. Right? Lust. Sometimes I want to do right, but she looks good. Right? These things make us not want to say yes to God. Another thing that'll make us not want to say yes to God, a lack of rest. I'm not backtracking, y'all. I'm not backtracking. But a lack of rest. Sometimes my biggest problem is not wanting to get in God's presence. It's being tired. Right? If I'm sleepy, I'm not going to pray. I know that about myself. Right? This will stop you from getting in God's presence. A lack of desire, right? We must say yes to God no matter what. Okay? That one was quick. Let's move on to spirit. I'm on page 4 or 5 here. We're wrapping it up. All right. In just a minute, I'm going to show you a video. If you've seen this video, stay silent. I know it's going to be hard for you, Faith. But
I've seen it.
no, you just couldn't go 10 seconds without talking. Gotcha. It's a struggle for me too. It's a struggle for me too. The lights aren't gonna go out though.
That's it. I'm moving to Christian.
What? Faith, I've always said because we like that. We like
I know you guys miss me. Y'all don't have to.
that. Faith, we love you. Faith's brother turned 11 today.
Yeah, he did.
We're gonna have all 3 Commodores up here. What? All right, watch this video.
The monkey business illusion. Count how many times the players wearing white pass the ball. The correct answer is 16 passes. Did you spot the gorilla? For people who haven't seen or heard about a video like this before, about half missed the gorilla. If you knew about the gorilla, you probably saw it, but did you notice the curtain changing color or the player on the black team leaving the game? Let's rewind and watch it again. Here comes the gorilla, and there goes a player, and the curtain is changing from red to gold. When you're looking for a gorilla, you often miss other unexpected events.
Who saw the gorilla? Raise your hand. Good. Good.
And they were the
Who
first one to-
saw the curtain change colors?
I didn't see the
Who saw the player leave? That one was the hard one. All right, hands went down. Hands went down. Who's seen the video before? Okay. Okay. Yeah, at Covenant.
I remember that.
I actually used it Sunday, and Isaac was on media, so he saw it. All right. So, raise your hand if you noticed all 3. So, a little under half of you, right? Because it's a quick change, right? It's a quick change. Let's be honest, okay? Sometimes in our walk with God, it doesn't feel like we're moving forward because we're looking for something to say, okay, I went from here to here. But a lot of times the changes in our life are subtle, right? They're small. We don't notice them. Rather, we look back over time and be like, wow, I used to be here, but now I'm here. This is why I recommend journaling, okay? Because you can look back at where you were and be like, wow, God answered that, and that, right? So I say that to say, don't feel discouraged if you don't feel like you're changing, okay? If you don't feel like you're growing. But I have a way for you to guarantee that you can grow, to guarantee that you can move forward. You ready? Giving God your spirit is saying, I'm not going to do the bare minimum, but I'm going to have the optimal effort. What does optimal mean? The best. Yep, the best. I need you to hear this, okay? I need you to hear this. A lot of times, we don't have joy in our walk with God. And the reason most of the time we don't have joy is because we're just doing enough to get by. Okay? When we don't have joy, we become critical. We begin to find faults in everything and everybody around us. We begin to point out all the stuff that we don't like. We begin to remove ourselves from stuff and saying, there's problems there, so I'm not going to be a part. Rather than saying, I'm going to lead the way and bring the change that I want to see. Okay? This is what happens when we're giving minimal effort. Okay? When you are giving your best effort possible in your walk with God, you may still find fault in stuff, but you're not going to complain about it. You're going to do what you're supposed to do to bring the change. You're going to be the best you can be to affect culture. All right? The difference between minimal effort and optimal effort is when I'm doing just enough to get by, I'm going to react to everything that happens around me. I don't like this, so I'm not going to be a part. I don't want to talk to this person because they said this. But when I'm giving the best effort possible, I'm responding and saying, I don't like this, but I'm going to bring change. I'm going to pray and intercede. I'm going to be the change I want to see. I don't like this, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk to this person and say, hey, let's grow here. I'm not just going to point out faults and do all of this, right? We got to give our best effort. Are you struggling with joy? Are you not having joy? Do you feel like you're just going through the motions? You're not really growing? A lot of times it's because we're not giving God our absolute best. Okay? Your best doesn't mean you're going to be perfect. Okay? None of these areas that I talked about am I perfect in. Talked about consistency. Okay? I'm 40 days behind on my Bible plan. But I've completed 250 days. Okay? I'm getting to consistency, right? I'm moving towards consistency. I'm trying to be the best that I can be, right? Do I eat right all the time? No, I'd already told you. I don't eat just one Little Debbie, I eat two, all right? But I'm getting there. I'm trying to be better about drinking water, okay? All of this stuff. I'm not saying you're going to be perfect, but I'm saying, man, let us give God our absolute best. I'm not asking, are you praying? I'm asking, are you enjoying praying? I'm not asking, are you reading your word? I'm asking, what is God speaking to you as you read the word? Right? What a horrible relationship it would be with me and Pastor Alyssa if I just said, you got 5 minutes, say what you want to say, and I'm not talking to you the rest of the day. But we treat God like that. Right? Giving God our best. It's a question that only you can be honest about. Are you giving God your best? Not being perfect, but giving God your best. Or are you doing just enough to get by? Sure, you'll go to heaven. You'll be miserable getting there. Or are you doing what God called you to do in leading a life worthy of the calling that He has called you to? We can hit the lights, leaders. You can come. You can start some music. Keeping it simple, y'all. Are you giving God your best? Or are you doing just enough to get by?
Hey everybody, thank you for watching the video. Go ahead and like and comment what God is doing in your life, and make sure to follow us on all social media platforms. And we want to see you here at Bayou Blue whenever we have a service, Sunday at 10:30 or 7 o'clock on Wednesday nights.